Have you been seeing the number 999 everywhere? Maybe on the clock, on license plates, or even on your receipts? Well, if you have, you are definitely not alone, and you know what? It is no accident. In this explainer, we're going to decode this really powerful message from the universe and figure out exactly what it means for your life.
You know how it is. You just happen to glance at the clock, and there it is, 999. Or maybe a license plate with 999 just seems to pop out of nowhere, right when you were thinking about something important. It can feel a little weird, right? Almost like a number sequence is following you around. But what if it isn't just a coincidence? What if it's actually a message?
Okay, first things first. Let's get any fear or anxiety right off the table. Seeing 999 is not some kind of bad omen. Not at all. In fact, it's an incredibly powerful and positive sign. It's the universe telling you that you're on the edge of a major life change, a brand new beginning that's going to bring you so much closer to who you're really meant to be.
So, to really get what 999 is all about, we have to start with the source itself, the number 9. You see, in a lot of spiritual traditions, numbers aren't just for counting. They're like a language for the universe, and each one has its own vibe, its own special meaning. And let me tell you, the number 9 holds a very special place in that cosmic alphabet.
In Indian philosophy, the number 9 is considered one of the most sacred, most complete numbers there is. It represents the very peak of wisdom, the end of a long cycle, and even reaching spiritual enlightenment. It's a number that's literally woven into the fabric of the cosmos, from the biggest universal scales all the way down to the tiny details of our own lives.
And this is where it gets really interesting. Just look at how deeply the number 9 is embedded in everything. We see it in the 9 planets of Vedic astrology, the Navagraha, which are said to guide our destiny. We see it in Navratri, with the 9 forms of the divine feminine energy, Shakti. It's even in the 9 core human emotions, the Navrasa, which cover the whole spectrum of our feelings. And of course, the 9 months of human gestation, the sacred cycle of creation itself. It's everywhere.
So, here's the bottom line. At its core, the number 9 is all about completion. It's about finishing a cycle, fulfilling a lesson. Think of it like a spiritual graduation day. It's a sign that you have learned everything you needed to from a certain experience. When a situation or a relationship or even a piece of your own identity hits that 9 energy, it's a signal that its job is done.
Now, when you start seeing that amplified in the 999, the message gets even bigger, even more profound. It's not just one little thing coming to a close. This is a sign that a major chapter of your life is ending. Not just in the outside world, but on the inside too. It's a time for deep transformation, for shedding that old skin to make way for the new you.
So what's the engine driving this whole powerful process of endings and new beginnings? Well, in Hindu philosophy, that incredible energy of transformation is embodied by the deity Shiva. Let's take a look at how his power connects directly to the message of 999.
And this right here is a really common misunderstanding we need to clear up. A lot of people hear Shiva and think the destroyer, but his role isn't about destruction just for the sake of it. It's about transformation. He's the divine force that dissolves illusions, gets rid of outdated identities, and clears the path so that higher, more real truth can rise up from the ashes.
So, when you see 999, that's your signal. It's a crystal clear sign that this powerful, transformative energy is active in your life right now. It's a call to embrace the process of letting go, to consciously release what just isn't serving you anymore, and to finally make space for your most authentic self to step forward.
And here's the thing, you get a choice in how this whole process feels. You can resist the changes, you can try to cling to the past, and if you do, you're pretty much signing up for pain and struggle. Or you can choose to embrace letting go, to trust that the universe knows what it's doing, and to find total freedom in just surrendering to the flow.
But let's be real for a second. Why do these endings sometimes feel so hard, so painful, even when we kind of know they're for our own good? To really understand that, we need to talk about something called karmic contracts and the huge role they play in our lives.
You know, many of our biggest life experiences are guided by what you could call karmic contracts. Agreements our souls basically made before we were born to learn certain lessons. So when you see 999, it's a sign that one of those contracts has been fulfilled. The universe then gently takes that person or situation out of your life. It's not a punishment, it's a loving act of clearing things out on a soul level. It's all guided by Dharma, which is like the cosmic law of right action, making sure everything is happening for your highest good.
And this brings us to a truth that is so incredibly important, a truth that can really set you free. The pain we feel during these big shifts, it doesn't actually come from the ending itself. It comes from our attachment to the past, our resistance to change, and our fear of what's next. So think of 999 as the universe gently tapping you on the shoulder and whispering, it's time to let go. It's time to release all that baggage from the past, the old stories, the identities you've outgrown. It's time to step into your future with a light heart and an open mind, totally ready to receive all the amazing gifts that are waiting for you. Okay, so we get what 999 means. Now for the big question, what do we do about it? How can we move through this transition with grace and ease? How can we actively help create our new reality? Let's talk about some practical steps you can take to embrace what is basically your spiritual graduation.
The guidance here is actually pretty simple, but it's also incredibly profound. First, just release your grip. Stop trying to force things that are naturally falling apart. Second, take some time to quietly reflect. Acknowledge the lessons you've learned and the ways you've grown, and be grateful for it. And third, and this is a big one, allow for silence. Just be still. It's in that quiet space that you'll find the wisdom and clarity you need to move forward.
I mean, think about it. You can't fully dive into a new beginning if you're still holding on to the past. To really step into that new chapter of your life that is waiting for you, you first have to be brave enough to close the old one. And that takes honesty, it takes self-compassion, and a real willingness to just let go.
So, the next time you see 999, I want you to try something. Shift your whole perspective. Instead of seeing it as a warning, see it as a celebration. Instead of feeling fear, feel excitement. See it for what it truly is, a sign that you have successfully completed a major life lesson. It's your spiritual graduation, and it's prepared you for the next amazing level of your journey.
You have learned the lessons you came here to learn. You have grown in ways you might not even be aware of yet. Every single experience, every person, every challenge, it all played a part in shaping the incredible person you are today. And now, it's time to honor that whole journey and fully embrace the person you are becoming.
This slate is clean. The future is a blank page. Life is inviting you to step into a totally new reality, a new version of yourself, and the possibilities are absolutely endless. So the only question left is, what will you choose to create? What magnificent future will you allow yourself to become? The choice is all yours. Embrace it.